Welcome, you're very welcome to Liverpool FC Journal. I'm Owen W. James. This is a Liverpool news update, guys. We have some news about January transfer window. 6 weeks to go, and the gossip and the rumours are heating up ahead of that transfer window. Now, reports this morning indicating that Liverpool are expected to now change tack slightly. It was originally thought that Liverpool would not go in for Marc Guehi until the summer when he is available on a free. However, situations and reports are developing, and Liverpool are thought to want to move in January to ward off interest from any others in the England international. Now, we know the situation at the moment is this. Liverpool have 4 centre-backs on the books. Virgil van Dijk, the captain, obviously under contract for 2 more years. Still playing at a very high level, still looking like a very, very, very talented player. Ibrahim Konate, whose future is exceptionally uncertain, no definite as to whether he will sign a new deal or not sign a new deal, walk at the end of the season, go to Bayern, go to Real, go to PSG, wherever it may be. But his form has been all over the place and it has not been great this season. Joe Gomez, obviously, first backup, not, someone who has, when he has played this season, hasn't looked great. And adding to that, of course, the fact that he's not the most reliable on the fitness front. And of course, young Italian defender who impressed on his debut is out for the season with an ACL injury. Yes, Arna has cited the likes of Robbo and Endo and Grav as possible backups, but there is felt to be a real need for Liverpool to go and recruit a centre-half in January to really sort of help with the push in the Champions League, hopefully, and maybe even an FA Cup run as well. The league obviously looks as a long outsider at this point due to the dreadful form of late. Now, these reports suggest that Liverpool will go all in for Palace captain Marc Guehi in January. Look, Liverpool, this is what the reports are saying. They're saying that obviously Liverpool messed up the deal over the summer and left it way too late to get the Guehi deal done. I mean, I believe that it's true. I mean, Liverpool should have gone in very early in the summer window, got that Guehi deal done, got it sorted and got him over the line. I think having him would have made a huge difference at the start of the season. I think, obviously the form of Ibrahim Konate, which has been all over the place. If you'd had Guehi and Virgil van Dijk as the centre-halves, I don't think you'd have half the defensive problems or conceded half the number of goals from set pieces that we do already. Like I said on the podcast this morning, we are the 3rd worst in the Premier League, only Nottingham Forest and West Ham worse than Liverpool for conceding goals from set pieces. Now, the reason for this sudden desperation to get this deal over the line is, according to a number of reports from the continent, interest from Real Madrid and Bayern Munich in the young Englishman. Apparently, both these clubs are putting together pre-contract offers for Guehi. This comes on the back of reports the other day that Real Madrid were distancing themselves. It now appears that isn't the case. So, look, they can talk to Guehi in January. They can get him to sign a pre-contract in January, something English clubs can't do. So the worry has to be for Liverpool that if they don't move now for Guehi, they could well lose out on the Englishman to Real Madrid or to Bayern Munich. It's also reported that Manchester United, Tottenham and maybe even Chelsea are also interested in signing the Palace captain as well. But that, of course, wouldn't come till the summer and could involve a straight fight between Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea and Manchester United. Now, former Liverpool player Don Hutchison has also been speaking about this issue. Look, we all hope to see this picture somewhere. I'm sure there's actually pictures of Guehi in a Liverpool kit somewhere. Obviously, given the fact his medical was done, the videos were done, and everything was done, it was just a last-minute collapse. Now, this is what Don Hutchison said. He said, being a free agent brings everyone into the conversation. It brings Bayern Munich, it brings Real Madrid, Barcelona and other clubs in as well. If Liverpool drop off, there is no guarantee they will qualify for the Champions League. And that could be one thing which Guehi wants when he's moving as a free agent. It could also be a change of culture or something else. He might end up at Real Madrid and Guehi, who is a real talent, would go directly into their first team. It's a real concern that Liverpool missed out on him in the summer. And Don Hutchison makes a very, very interesting point here with what he says. The fact that Liverpool, the form is not great at the moment. Liverpool sit 8th in the table and have obviously got a long way to go and solutions to find if they're going to continue to push up the league and obviously get into the top 4 to secure Champions League football. if you're going to attract free agent signings in the summer, you do need to really, I think, be offering, top free agent signings. Let's qualify that. We're not Manchester United. You need to be offering Champions League football. You need to be offering these guys the chance to play on the biggest stage in the world against some of the biggest clubs in the world. And Liverpool need to make sure that at the end of the season, they either win the Champions League to get back in, or they obviously get that top 4 finish. Now, that is a big offer. Now, obviously, Guehi in January would certainly help, I think, push Liverpool towards being a better squad that can compete to get top 4 and also compete continually in the Champions League. Remember, that is not over. Liverpool obviously are likely to qualify from the league phase to go to the knockout phases. Guehi would be a major plus in the battle, not only for top 4, but also for Champions League football. Now, there's obviously some difficulties that Liverpool would have to overcome. Palace obviously still in the Conference League. Obviously, we'll be looking at the FA Cup to defend their FA Cup title, to finish as high as they can in the league. So would they want their captain to leave? I suppose the balance is that if they don't sell him in January, they don't get anything for him in the summer. If Palace can find a replacement perhaps in January, then maybe there will be a willingness from the South London club to sell to Liverpool. It also could be a situation where Liverpool basically go to them and say, well, there's 15, 20 million pounds, take it or leave it, guys. You're not going to get anything in the summer. You're not going to get anything from Madrid or Bayern Munich. You're not going to get anything from anyone else. There's the money. Basically sell as your player. Now, the other obviously complication has been in the past, Marc Guehi has said that, the mid-season move is not something he would normally do. However, there are ways and means around this. There are ways to persuade the player to come. Look, if you're in a situation where you're going, look, Mark, you can come. You can compete for Champions League football. You can compete in the Champions League on the highest stage. You're pushing for a World Cup spot. You want a starting World Cup spot. You're playing in the Champions League. You stand a better chance, obviously, of higher level performance, of impressing the manager, and obviously getting that situation. So Liverpool can offer Guehi an awful lot, even in January, to help with his push to be in the England squad and in the England starting 11 for the first game of the 2026 World Cup. Is it a possibility? It looks like it very well could be, and I certainly hope Liverpool will do all they can to get this deal done in January. This would be absolutely massive if it got over the line, and I think would really give the club a shot in the arm going forward. Guys, I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Is this a possibility? Is this a sort of player you want to see in January? And if you've enjoyed the content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.